everything.
Pat on top of the head.
Like just like this man needs like to let his rage out in an unhealthy manner randomly on the streets.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to let this. I need to stealing energy out of me.
Listen,
Out of you?
What's the
You
biggest?
don't like
energy.
it. Huh? You don't like the energy.
I need to get it out. I need to get the free shit and like see how I feel afterwards.
Wait, so what's the biggest item you've ever stole?
Yeah. The fuck. I don't know. I stole a lot of groceries. Like I stole from ShopRite all the
That's
time.
it?
That's my favorite place to steal from.
I think stealing groceries is noble.
Yeah,
Noble.
I stole a
Noble?
lot of groceries.
Y'all, so the biggest
might
thing
be a
you've ever
bad
stolen was
word.
groceries.
I stole a lot of groceries. And I'm on.
I think
Oh, so I guess
stealing to eat is not.
I guess I'm
don't
a
think
bad
that's
guy then,
bad.
'cause-
I think if you just gotta eat.
No,
man,
that's
you gotta
the most thing I steal.
It's
but then
excusable?
like
yeah, it's excusable. They still to eat. Yeah, you hungry, man.
I think stealing to eat is excusable if you don't have any other way to attain food.
Yeah, but
by all means, man, it's fucking food.
yo, bro.
listen, if you buying $200
You
worth of
don't need to
groceries
steal sneakers.
with a
but
I
you
mean,
can
you
still
might.
it's still a
with your debit
banana.
card and you try.
Oh,
to put,
you know what? We stole so much shit from this. Like I got hired at a store in the mall. It's a hat store. We stole
Lids?
No, not Liz. It was another boy. It was an independent boy.
Got
We
you.
ruined this nigga's life. Like we stole so many fucking hats. He couldn't fucking recoup that shit. Like
Yeah.
that shit
They expensive.
demolished his
Yo, this
fucking
man
business.
$30 a hat.
How what?
And then we came to work and act as if we didn't know where the fuck the hats went.
y'all stole me.
You came to work with one of the hats on?
No, we just act like we didn't know shit. We like, yo, what happened to all the hats?
A lot of fucking hats.
Yo, man, stop playing with me, man. Like, what the fuck happened to all my shit?
This man went out of business because y'all stole his merchandise.
We stole everything out the
Like
fucking back
he was like
room.
one of the
And it
independent
was just
kiosks.
like, I don't know what happened.
Y'all stole this nigga out of business. Yo,
That's so messed up.
that's like when you did that shit. It's like Xbox. Boop, you got a fucking achievement for that shit. I've never heard. Yo,
Yo, we were so young and stupid. We didn't realize what we were doing.
No, but that's
This
crazy.
man is
His life
depressed
up.
right now because of you.
No, we fucked this shit.
Fucking
this
knew
nigga
it.
shit up.
No, he should have had insurance.
He gonna
on
listen to
this.
this.
100%.
Listen, he gonna listen to this and be like, I knew it. He gonna take it to court. He gonna
Of
sue
course you knew it, nigga. We was the only people there.
yeah, like nobody came in
Nobody
here to
came
buy
to the
shit.
store ever. Like, we used to bring girls in the back and, like, fucking fondle them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody came to that fucking store.
That's crazy.
Lesson learned.
That's hilarious.
Insurance.
So,
bro.
so I guess since y'all only stole groceries, I'm a bad guy.
No, I sell more than groceries, but it's
No,
like,
I'm saying
that's
like, what's the biggest item you've ever
I know what
stolen?
I'm saying. Like, I mean, taking down a whole storefront was pretty big.
I'm telling you.
Listen,
I
that's
don't-
basically.
I don't
that's
think
basically,
I don't think there's one item that can compare to that action.
Yeah,
Right.
the most I stole was a PS4 controller. That's it. You know that red one?
That's what I'm trying
No.
to say. Like that's
Oh,
shit you don't
no.
need to steal. You don't need to steal a controller. Like,
Hey, do you need to steal anything?
yeah, food.
Yes, food.
You
Food.
need to steal food?
Well,
Yeah.
you might.
Yeah.
You might.
Like, if you're starving?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're starving, but
Like,
like,
you
who the fuck
absolutely
is
need it.
starving?
That's
In
like a-
America.
if you buying all
Nobody
these,
starves in America.
This guy's sarcasm is on a beam.
Some people is in the dumpster right now going at it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it. It's cold outside. That's a refrigerator.
Oh, you talking
You
about
don't even got it.
bombers.
You don't even have to be
I don't even think a
starving.
bunch
I
of
think
people-
food is to be taken. Like that's what it is. Like food is just there. Like
It should be.
Yeah, at the hours they throwing that shit away most places.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, like give that shit to me. Like
They should.
most times.
They don't.
I'm saying. Like you got buffets and all types of shit just letting homeless people come in and finish it off. Like a lot of places does that. Like give that shit to me. Like that shit is to be taken. Like all food.
Yeah.
I can't. The agreement is the agreement. Like, and when you deviate from the agreement, it becomes a problem, right? So that's that. But I understand what you're saying. If there is an excusable theft, it would be food.
Exactly.
100%.
Nobody should be going to jail for stealing food.
I mean, what are like millions of dollars? I
Like
feel
you're
like
like a
that's more
peasant. Like I
important
just
than
stole some
fucking food.
apples. Like a nigga stole apples. Like
sent
said
them to
millions
jail, called
of
the
dollars.
cops.
Millions of dollars is very like, oh, I could see why you stole that.
No.
More
It's
than
not. I
food.
could see why you stole it.
No, I needed like Nick. Bro,
I needed this $1 million.
I needed to, like. Did you see my life? I needed to steal these millions of dollars. Like, fuck that brownie, nigga. Like,
you could have just stopped at like 50,000.
that brownie gonna be gone in an instant. This $1 million is gonna last.
I mean, like I said, risk versus reward. If you willing to take that risk and the reward is high enough, go for it. But some shit just don't make no sense. Stealing when I know I have the money to purchase food, and stealing that shit and taking a chance that I'm gonna get booked or even detained for like fucking 10 minutes to have to talk to your nut ass, it wasn't worth it. Like that, I needed my 10 minutes.
Because even if you got the money for it, when they pull you to the side, like, yo, I pay for it now.
Yo, I literally believe no one's
gonna
ever
lock
pull
me
you
up?
to the side. That's how I feel about this situation. Like all of these concepts is so foreign. Like no one's gonna pull me to the side.
No, there's no side pulling.
There's no side pull. I've never seen anybody get pulled to the side.
I've seen people get pulled to the side.
Yeah, like I've seen it like years and years and years ago.
That's true.
They care that much
Like
anymore.
at this point in life, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think they care that much.
I think we're at that point in the world where no
Like,
one
in
really
the
gives
world,
a
like
fuck.
people are getting away with scamming.
People are getting away.
Killing.
I don't think anybody. I think in lieu of the looting that has happened, they like I'm good with
Could
a pair
be
of
worse.
sneakers. Yeah,
It could be worse.
20 motherfuckers could bum rush in here, and I can only think that I could stop one.
Yeah.
And as I'm trying to stop that one, somebody going to punch me in my fucking mouth, and then I'm gonna let them all go.
That's my thought process. My thought process is who gives a fuck enough about this job to try to stop a nigga from stealing? Like who? Like I look around at every motherfucker.
The bull with the highlighter.
Like I've stopped looking at them.
The dude with the highlight.
No, I stopped looking at them, but I looked at everyone.
Yeah.
I looked at the person who's in charge of the self checkout. I look at them. I listen to the conversations. They don't give a fuck.
Some people do.
They don't give a fuck.
dude
Some
with the
of them get
highlighter
bonus
cares.
for making it.
No, the fucking one lady gives a fuck. I know who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
That one lady gives a fuck.
But in the grand scheme of things, the percentage of people who give a fuck versus
So
don't
I really
is
wanted
like
to pay
very,
attention
very
to that
minimal.
one fucking lady.
Yeah.
And she turns her head a lot. She's always turning her fucking head. Like I paid so much attention to her.
But what you get from it though?
Free shit.
This man said, "I got a muffin."
That's a good
Free
answer.
shit.
I mean, it's a great fucking answer. You see me? I'm not,
There's no other
Can't argue
answer.
with that.
No other answer.
There's really no argument.
It's like the
There's
amount
really
of effort
none.
it took me to get this free
the
shit
point
is
that I
like
was getting ready to make after that shit is null and void
the
now.
amount of effort it took me to get this free shit is like insignificant. There was no effort.
Yeah.
It would take me more effort to pay for it.
Literally.
This is true.
So like, what the fuck? Why would I not take?
I mean, especially if it's coming from a corporation. You know what I'm saying? Like, still,
I don't steal from individuals.
Yeah,
yeah, still from
Just fucked
individuals is some
You
nut
literally
shit.
stole a
Is it
man out
moral?
Oh, that one dude.
I think it's
one
some
bowl.
nut shit. I think it's
Yeah,
nut
one
shit.
bowl.
I
There's
think
a clear separation for you from stealing from an
no.
individual.
You can steal food from individuals.
Oh, okay.
Food is still excusable
So-
for everybody.
Somebody come in here and you like, nah, it's my cheesesteak. Motherfucker, eat that shit. You like,
I mean, how long you gonna be
Guess
mad?
that
Like, you
motherfucker
took
was hungry.
Exactly.
All right, well, what if we both starving? Like, what if we both bums?
Yeah, you better not be around.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
If you're a bum, why you shouldn't own a refrigerator, number one.
we squatting.
but
We squatting in the property.
Why we
Oh,
got
got
steal
you.
from refrigerators? We could like steal from another bum. Just take his shit.
Take his last.
No honor amongst thieves.
No.
You think it's worse
No,
that a homeless person steals from another homeless person, or that a rich person steals from another rich person? Which one's worse?
homeless
bum.
person stealing from another homeless
Yeah,
person.
rich person
Yeah.
stealing from another
The
rich
bum.
person.
The bum
You
stealing
going with
from-
the rich person?
Yeah, I think that's worse.
Why? What?
Because you already got
'Cause you
money.
don't
What you
need it.
stealing from me for? You
Yeah.
already stealing. You already robbing.
Already
less
got money.
fortunate.
We all already got money.
Yeah, why are you
I don't know, I'm a
stealing?
little
Like
broke.
we all have
all
money.
have money.
You have money legally. Why would you illegally
The homeless
take
bull got to go
mine?
ahead and go.
But you're stealing from somebody who already has nothing. Like, look, listen.
Wait,
What if-
no, the rich person not stealing from the homeless person.
no,
No,
he's
no.
stealing from.
No.
I'm talking about we both poor, right?
Okay.
Maybe I just ate yesterday, but you on the verge of starving to death, and I just took.
Why are
your
everybody
half a
starving
muffin.
in these scenarios?
Because they're homeless.
Because they're homeless people.
They're homeless.
Homeless
Listen,
people don't
maybe
starve to death. Like I don't understand this.
which
I
they
think, like,
built different.
Niggas be alive forever.
I've never seen so many starving people in Philadelphia.
No, but homeless people be alive for a really, really long time.
Like,
Like,
They
like
got a
homeless-
longer lifespan than regular
yes,
motherfuckers.
and they do a
Like,
lot
they
of
be like,
drugs.
every
Like,
scenario.
They got drugs
because
and
he's
no
fucking-
They
words.
do a lot of fucking drugs. Let's be honest. Like homeless people live a whole fucking life. They don't be about to fucking starve. Like they really don't be about to fucking starve.
Their nutrition comes from drugs.
I keep
Their
associating.
nutrition
No,
comes
the
from
nutrition comes from food. Like it's not hard to get food. Like as I said, no one's starving in America. Like motherfuckers might be hungry, but nobody's fucking starving. It's not that hard to get some food.
I guess. I mean, I can't argue with it. I mean, when I was now, I know before people was fucking starving. I was one of them people.
You were
So-
starving,
100%.
like as a child.
100%.
I could see that. That's possible.
Yeah.
because you're a
that's-
child.
Yeah, because you're a child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
can't fend for yourself.
yeah. So what if it's
And if you're not being taken care of,
What if-
then yes, I
like
could see
what,
that.
what if there's like two slightly older children stealing from the younger child who's starving? What's worse?
That happened to you?
That is fucked
No,
up.
no, I was never starving.
All right.
I'm just saying, I was never starving. But like, think about it. Like, what's worse? The two slightly older starving children stealing from the younger starving child, or a rich person stealing from another rich person?
I don't think a rich person stealing from a rich person is bad. I
Yeah,
think the stealing from the people who are gonna like die if they don't have something is worse.
Well, I was thinking morally. I didn't really give a fuck about that other part. Like,
Morally?
morally.
Oh, morally, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
which one? Like
homeless.
is the rich person don't need the money. You just out there stealing shit.
You're just doing it
versus
just because.
somebody who's doing it because they surviving, but you're taking it from another motherfucker who can't really survive either. Like they're on the same terms as you.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Morally, like at that point, it's survival of the fittest. But if you just stealing to steal, you're just a thief.
Right.
Like you're literally just a thief just because. Just to steal.
I was just wondering.
Man, I just feel as though like
Think about it.
like
You're trying
just
to
because you
survive.
have money don't mean that you shouldn't steal. Like that's what I don't.
What?
I really don't feel like that.
You got
honestly
the money
don't feel
for it,
like
just
that.
pay for it.
Just because you have
But
money
like-
means
Nah,
you
but like if you-
doesn't
but
mean that you
listen,
shouldn't
if y'all
steal.
both
Like
starving,
if you can acquire more for free, why not do it?
I can't disagree with you because I'm pretty sure that there's a line of people who have made it really, really big in the corporate world who have that same mentality. 1,000,000%. Right? Like you looking at the things that they've amassed, they didn't get all of that shit fair and square.
Right.
Right? Like they did some underhanded shit, whatever it is. Like they literally stole to get to where they were at. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's most of the time that it's the motherfuckers who are okay with being baseline, like in the middle of the fucking pack, who have those morals that I'm not gonna steal, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. But these other motherfuckers who
Yo, what the fuck is
either
morals?
Huh?
What the fuck is morals?
I got them.
What are they?
basically where you draw the line, like
Correct.
where,
like-
literally
we're like-
where you draw the line. Like,
Yeah, it's just a
yourself.
it's like your personal baseline
yeah,
for
your
what you
personal
will and you
baseline.
won't do.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's an abstract term. There's not
Yes.
really a
It's
thing.
100% an abstract
Yeah.
term.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is morals? Like, morals
It's
is
kind of
abstract as fuck.
is it quantifiable? You think it's quantifiable? Morality?
Yeah,
By
on a scale
who?
from 1 to
I
10.
don't think it's a
How high your
personal
morals
thing
go?
because everybody has to be in agreement. So
You
your
can.
What I'm saying is, can you put a value on it? Can you put like a
on your
a
morals.
yeah?
What are your
on,
like?
on a person's morals? Like my morals have a higher value than your morals.
I
Can you
mean,
really do that?
I'm pretty
Because
sure
I
you could
think
put a
that
system on it
You can.
if you tried hard
I
enough.
think so.
But I don't think anybody cares that much.
Majority rules.
Yeah,
majority rules.
So-
if majority of people believe you're
Agree with that.
exactly,
Then it becomes the
they do.
status quo.
Yeah, I mean, in the person's mind, they might be like, "No, that I don't give a shit what none of y'all say."
Right.
But then it'd be like, "Well, us million think you,
one.
you know,
Or
you
a shitbag.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit."
Yeah.
I feel like that's an opinion. I don't feel like that's a standard of morals. That's just people's opinion of you. It's
But-
still like, what the fuck is morals?
But like
Your
if
opinion
it's-
of my moral stance.
But like
You know what
society
I'm saying?
builds
It's
the
just your
norm.
opinion on my moral stance.
Society
Like
does build the
society
norm.
is the norm. Like society is
By
the
definition.
norm.
Society is the baseline, so it's a numbers game.
Yeah. So like if everybody, like, look, think about it. When everybody was stealing, you was looting. You can't stop all of them. That just became the norm. Like they did their best to stop it.
That
They
shit
did-
wasn't.
So
normal.
okay,
They-
so
they
now
did
it's
their
morally
best.
correct because
No,
it's
no, no, no.
a numbers game that
No, but
people
what I'm
are
saying
doing.
is, but like eventually, like they just
Yeah, that's
for
a
for a
flaw.
short
There's a-
period of
there's a
time they
huge
let
flaw
it
in that.
happen. For a short period of time they let it happen.
There's a huge flaw in that. Not what you're saying, but just the majority rules morality thing. Like when fucking slavery was going on, the majority of the
that's-
people
that's a
fucking
point.
doing the shit said this was cool. So it's now moral because the majority says that it's
In
moral.
that time, it
It was
was.
only cool.
In that time, it was.
The facts. That is true.
In
At that time, it
Yeah,
was
no,
okay.
No, like,
There was-
what I'm saying is
there was
in
probably
that
a
time,
larger.
it
There was
was.
probably a larger population of people who thought that it was immoral. Okay, I mean, i.e. the fucking
Slaves and
no, the civil fucking war and how the shit actually turned out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was the slaves, and then there was the other people who wanted to abolish slavery, and that was the stance that that was the excuse they used to go to fucking war. So you know what I mean? Like they were willing to let that shit go because it wasn't that fucking important.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? To do whatever they were going to do to get to what they wanted to get to. So
they basically said we got the money to do it ourselves. So like, why we got them doing it?
I'm
basically
still
what they
confused
said,
on
like-
what the fuck morals are.
No, but like it's the
Slavery is
societal
immoral?
standard. Like a
I
societal.
don't know. Was it? I'm trying to figure out what's moral.
Wait, back when slavery was a thing, right?
It was a choice.
and nobody tried to stop it.
Definitely was a choice. No, keep on.
For I'm gonna explain what Kanye West said later.
Go ahead,
I'm explaining what Kanye West said later. But when it was happening, right, and nobody was really trying to stop it, like when it was fresh out and nobody was really trying to stop it, like nobody really put the effort in to stop it.
Slavery was fresh out.
Yeah, like when it was the new,
Fresh out the
the
box
newest
slavery.
thing popping. Like,
Yeah, right.
When it was the newest thing popping.
When was it the
you ever
newest
heard
thing
of this
popping?
slavery shit?
Yeah, when
dog?
it was the new.
What the fuck is that?
What?
Oh, I got to
listen.
put you on, bro.
Bro,
You get these
it's
people.
slavery.
You just make them do shit.
Slavery based on genetics, I guess. Slavery
Yeah.
based on that one thing, your skin color. That I guess makes it immoral because slavery has always existed, right? Like there were slaves. If you owed a man and you couldn't repay him, you were a slave. Same thing right now. The slaves that exist right now, they where you work. You know what I'm saying? Like they work for free to nothing.
Okay.
So
All right.
slavery exists and it has existed. And and I'm not talking about the abstract thought
That's
of mental
consequential
slavery,
slavery.
and all kinds of bullshit, right? I'm talking about regardless. There was consequential slavery then too. You couldn't run fast enough to get away from these motherfuckers, or the dude decided that you like your chief, like you where you think that these people came from
but-
when they were first sold to the white people to come over here.
But my
they
point
were
is-
sold. So it was you owed somebody, and it was what it was. But I'm not even getting into that. What I'm saying is, was it moral? Like to that was the exclusive. This all right.
Here's what I'm.
I mean, morals
here's
are
what
never
I was
exclusive.
getting at. Like I said, when I say something like majority rules, like we could say it was wrong. Like slavery is wrong. We just using that topic. I mean, obviously it was legal, but it was wrong.
Yeah.
We saying it was wrong,
Right.
But for the motherfuckers that was
that word doing
doing
it was right.
at that time was like, yo, this shit is right. And if it was more of them, then it probably wasn't. There were more of them than there was us in the field. Yeah, it probably was because it's America. There's more white people here. We wasn't here. So, all right. So it's more of them saying that it's right.
Then
They
us saying
morals
it's wrong.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, deep down inside, you would think everybody would be sympathetic to feel like it's wrong, but the majority is saying it's
Yeah, the majority.
I don't think
that's
that-
It's going
basically what
along with it.
majority
No, but I
rules
don't think
means.
that it was a difference of saying that it was right versus wrong. I think there's this when you run this shit down, you got, I say this to him all the time, you got legal, right?
Just,
Illegal.
unjust.
You got just, unjust, right? You got right and you got wrong.
Okay.
You got it's a whole lot of different things where they don't always line up to be whatever they're going to be, right? But was slavery right? Was it legal? Clearly it was legal, right? But was it right? I don't necessarily know that it was right versus allowable, right? I think people who, it's almost like when you get a fucking dog, right? And then you beat the shit out of it to teach it what's right and what's wrong, right? Don't shit on the floor. Don't do this. Go outside and shit, sit, stay close to me and all of this other shit. Is it right to yank them on a fucking choker? If you could teach them how to do that without yanking them on a choker, would you do that?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Right. It is possible. Positive reinforcement versus negative reinforcement. It's allowable to go ahead and put a choker on your dog because they sell them at PetSmart. Is that the right thing to do? No. It's allowable to leave your dog caged the fuck up all day, right? Is it the right thing to do? No. There's better things to do. Now, what right versus allowable is completely it's two different things.
That's just the thing I'm getting at. Like that's how you feel. You don't feel it's right to leave your dog caged up all day, right?
I don't think that it's right. I don't think anybody thinks that it's right to do it.
You don't think anybody. You
don't
that's what I'm trying to
know.
say. You trying to speak for everybody.
You can't speak for everybody.
No, I'm not trying to speak for everybody. What I'm saying is I don't think that anybody thinks that it's right. Like when you say right, it's like, no, that's what you're supposed to do and there's no better way to do it. Like this is the right way to do it. The right way to do it, right?
I'm pretty sure there's at
Some
least
people
somebody
ain't
out
trying
there.
to be creative. Like leave that bastard in the cage all fucking day.
Yeah, that's what you're
Some
supposed
people
to
do it. Listen, I mean, I'm not trying to take it away from like I didn't. I had a
What?
dog who was, you couldn't leave him out of the cage, so we tried to give him more outside
I know
time.
what you're talking about.
Than,
Yeah, Jarvis.
We tried to give him more outside time than inside time or whatever like that. But did I feel like that was fair? I didn't feel like it was fair, but I felt like it was necessary. So I wouldn't say that it was right for me to do it,
Yeah.
but I felt like it was necessary, right? So it was allowable. I can do it without being punished and all of this other shit. But was there a better way to do it? Yeah, give him more attention when he was younger to teach him the right, wrong, and all that other shit. So
let's take it back to what he's asking.
What?
Like, I just need. Do you have an idea what morals are?
No. I'm trying to figure out
We all got
what are
smartphones.
morals.
I'm gonna
Like,
just look it up.
No, we ain't gotta go by the definition.
no,
I'm saying like
yeah.
I was gonna
Because
go by the third definition to make it fair.
it don't matter. Going by a definition just says that this is what people agree that that's what it is. I understand the question he's asking. I think I understand the question that he's asking.
Like, do you understand the idea of it?
No, like what is it worth?
Like what
Oh,
are
him.
like what are morals?
I
Like
was
what
talking
are
about
they?
his question.
What are more like
That's
what,
what I'm
there
talking about.
seems to be multiple of them. What are they?
Yeah.
They're morals. What the fuck are morals?
It's just a cool way to say, you know what's right, nigga. You know what to do and what not to do. That's basically what this say.
Or this is what I believe is right.
Because
and wrong.
there's no real list.
What you
of
believe is
morals.
right and
That's
what
what
you
I'm.
believe is wrong.
That's
There's
what
no-
I'm-
there's no
that's what
list.
I'm
Like,
getting to.
technically,
like
there's no-
there is no list of morals.
You don't think so?
I mean, I'm pretty
No.
sure.
Is it?
You
I'm
don't-
pretty
you don't
sure
have it.
somebody
You don't think
tried
you-
hard
you don't
enough,
think
they
you-
could quantify it.
You don't think you line up the word morals with
Who said who
virtues?
has it?
You don't think those two words are synonymous, if not the same
Well,
thing?
Where are the list of virtues?
I mean, you can pull it up really easily.
Yeah.
Like patience.
I'm pretty
Where?
sure if somebody tried to quantify it by every single subject in the world that's ever existed,
Nah,
they could count
You
it.
got vices
If you
versus
tried
virtues,
hard
right?
enough.
You got virtues, you go patience. There's a lot of different virtues that when people look at it, it's like, no, this, I guess, society, right? We going back to that. Like, this is what makes you a better person. Like that thing. That's so. There's a thing for what morals are. I got that, but that's not the question that you're asking. You're asking like, what difference do they fucking make? Because that's what I thought that you was making.
Nah,
No, he's
I wanna
asking,
know
like,
what they
what's the-
actually
what
are.
is the
What
number?
are morals? I question what the fuck are morals? Like what are they?
Are you asking for the definition?
What the fuck? Anything.
Pull it up.
Any fucking thing.
Go
What the
for it.
fuck are morals?
She out there
That's what
fucking
I'm saying.
everybody. She has no morals.
Yeah, like is that
Right,
like
she a whore.
everyone says this is immoral, that is immoral. What the fuck are morals?
I'm gonna wait for him to pull it up. See what he.
I
get.
love the
Concerned
Cosby
with
Show
the
because they had a lot of morals.
No, not the
Exactly.
definition of them.
Like,
A list of
Cosby
morals.
is morals.
Yeah, they had a lot of
What the
like
fuck
the
is morals?
cartoons in the past had a lot of morals at the end of the episode.
Are these stories?
Like,
Are moral
That's actually
stories?
a Google search.
that's what I'm saying.
Are these stories or
There's
things
a
you
list.
can and can't
Go
do?
for
Rules
it.
in society. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go to the
Right.
website.
So
In
there's social
society-
rules.
Correct.
I'm gonna go to the website.
Well, correct. What you
Always
say?
tell the truth.
Social
There's
rules.
social
Always
rules.
tell the truth. Do not destroy property. Have courage. Keep your promises. Don't cheat.
Have courage is a moral. I gotta
that's what
have
it says.
courage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
don't be a
It's
bitch.
immoral to be a
treat others the way you
be a
want to be.
bitch.
Coward
Be
is
a bitch.
immoral.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not
Well, I
done.
agree with that.
I'm about to say, I dare you. I dare you to say that you disagree with that shit.
I'm just saying.
All right, listen. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Don't judge. That's just not. I don't think-
Those are two of my top ones.
Yeah, and that one.
but like, it's not. I mean, honestly,
one?
it's not
Treat
possible to
each
not
other-
judge somebody.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Correct.
What if I don't
Why
want to
not
be treated like you?
you
Then
wanna
you
be-
don't treat them that way. Treat others how you want to be treated.
That's the
What about
moral.
when
Yeah,
we
but
treat
what
like a
if
piece of
you
shit?
want to be treated not like how I want to be treated?
Then that person's fucked up.
They
in the
want you
game.
to be dependent. What if I
Why
don't
do we
want people
all have to be
depend on me?
treated the same way? That's
We don't.
retarded.
What if
No.
I don't want people to depend on me? It says be dependable. What if I don't want you to depend on me?
We just had that
So
conversation.
here's the
Cut that shit
thing.
out.
Here's the thing with
No,
morals.
no, I'm just saying.
There
What if
is-
I don't
by
want
going
people
by
to
that,
depend on
going
me?
by that, there is a list of morals. Morals is not up for your discretion.
Correct.
Obviously, morals is based on the standards of society.
Society.
Yeah, like,
100%.
So
That's
whatever
stupid.
society
Like,
live in.
I don't have morals because
so
I don't
it
wanna be
was
treated how
morally good
other-
to have slavery in that society back then.
Good. That's the difference. So you keep going to that word good. That's
Did I
polarizing.
say good? Did I say good?
You did.
All right. Well, then I guess by the society of slavery,
Acceptable.
acceptable.
Right.
This
So
is
morals
ridiculous.
are
I'm just saying, because if it was good, then every fucking
I didn't mean good.
They wouldn't
then.
free any fucking
I don't.
slaves.
I don't want nobody to think that I'm a.
No. I'm not saying.
for
I
slavery.
understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like when you say that word "good," it's like good versus bad. It makes it different, right? Because now it's like, no, that's achievable. That's what we're looking
This
for.
is
It's like
ridiculous.
Like it's good to have it's good to
It
have
says-
a lot
it
of
says
money.
be generous.
Yeah.
How, you think rich people are generous?
Yes,
they
they're philanthropists.
like
A lot of rich people who have that type
A
of money
lot.
give away more than what they make.
Great point.
a lot of them do.
I'm just telling you.
But there are. Do you think they got that high by giving away all their money, or do you think they were selfish at first? So, do you think them coming up was immoral, and now that they're giving back, it makes what they're doing moral? Do you
I
think
think
they're
the
giving-
scale of their generosity was tipped at some point. I think that.
I don't know no rich people.
Like, what the hell
personally.
is generous?
like what is like
That's what I'm saying. I think
like,
it's
like, what
generous?
if you're not generous enough? Like
What?
get-
How can you tell
like
me
because
I'm
like
not
you
generous?
you gonna get mad at
I tip off my
Elon Musk
prostitutes.
for giving $1 to
You're generous.
starving
Right.
families.
Like,
and-
so if
very
I give you
generous.
$5, am I generous?
yeah, like if
You
Elon
give
Musk,
anything,
If I give
you're
you
generous.
All right, so
$10,
look, if
am I
Elon
generous?
Musk
Yeah,
gives,
you give
So I give you
anything.
a penny, am I generous?
so look, if Elon Musk gives,
I'm
starving
not generous when I
families
give you a
and-
penny.
said,
So where's the line of generosity?
That's what I'm saying.
The line of generosity starts with what the fuck can I buy for a penny?
Good, great point.
I don't know.
It depends
so
on which,
since you can't do anything,
it depends on
with
what
it, so
country you're in.
generosity is based on if the person can do something with it.
I'm just saying, like, where did it come from for you? Was it your last penny and you were willing to give it up because that would make you very generous?
Okay,
Right?
so generosity is based off.
It's a scale.
It's a scale based off what you have and what you're willing to give.
Like I said,
So if you have $5
And
only,
you give 2.
and you give
4.
a penny,
Oh.
you're not generous because
But-
you have $5.
But the thing is,
I don't. Are you making another $5? Like, let's be real about the situation. How much does that $5 mean to you? Even though it's your last $5, you're expecting a paycheck. You ain't never getting another $5. You're really not expecting that. You got to make this $5 last you for the next month, and you give away a penny. You're very fucking generous. Absolutely, 100%. If you're expecting a paycheck tomorrow, or if somebody's getting ready to give you, you can blow this $5 and then get $5 more from whoever, and it not make a fucking difference. Yeah, that penny is bullshit. Like, I'm just saying. I mean, that's when I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from a scale of value versus what you're giving away. If that's your last penny and you absolutely needed that fucking penny and you gave it away, you are the most generous person in the world because you literally gave away 100% of what you had.
So if I give
But
something that I don't
think about this.
If I didn't need it and I give it, I'm no longer generous.
No, but if I guess it comes from where, I mean, it's not just on that one thing.
but think about this though, right?
What?
If I give a penny, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you gave nothing, who are you to call me not generous? Because you didn't give a single thing, and I gave more than you. So you
you have
can't
to be
judge me.
generous.
No,
you,
I'm not-
You
I'm-
can't judge me, but because you didn't give nothing, I
Hey,
gave more than you.
Go back to that list of morals that you had. What'd it say?
Do not judge.
All right, say
So
less.
technically, you judging somebody.
I ain't judging nobody.
The whole
You
thing
saying-
is
you
all
say-
the morals judge.
So calling somebody
like the
calling
morals don't
somebody-
have morals.
I'm saying like
morals don't have
they
morals.
contradict
Morals
People who
aren't
themselves.
claim
judging.
to have morals don't have morals. Because you can't point out anything if you have morals.
that's what I'm saying.
Because you
look,
can't judge.
You can't point it out.
Because look,
You can't judge.
If I give somebody a
No,
penny,
You're barred from judging. You're a moral man.
all right. So
do
listen.
you understand what judging is versus actually
Yes,
just
you're
listen, if I give
looking
you a
at
penny-
someone and you're making a judgment on what they should or shouldn't be doing.
So-
You're judging.
Yeah. So listen.
You have morals. You can't do it.
I don't-
You can't.
I don't
listen,
think that's
you
judging.
So
can't-
is it judging or reminding him
Correct.
about the list?
I don't
list
think
of
that's
morals?
judging.
Judging.
How did you get to the reminder?
That's what I'm saying.
You had to make a decision on what I should and shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
You judged.
That's
Judging-
all.
You
judging-
made a judgment.
All right. So look, if Elon Musk gives somebody a penny, you gonna say that's it?
What'd you say?
If Elon Musk gives starving children in, let's say, Russia,
Yeah.
he donates to a fund out there a penny.
Right.
What you gonna say to him?
What am I going to say to him? I'm not
or,
going to say.
or,
I'm
or,
not,
or the average person is gonna say that's it. That's immoral.
here's
so
the
they
di-
contradict
here's the,
themselves.
Here's the difference, and I'm gonna go. And
It's
I'm gonna
a
go.
huge
I'm gonna go into
contradiction. I
what
see it right there.
I don't
That's
think so.
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go into what you said before. Versus, are you asking me what I think of him, or are you asking me to give an opinion on it? Because if you're asking me to give an opinion on it, then I'm going to give my opinion on it. But if you're asking me what I think of him, I'm gonna say, I don't know.
To give an
You know
opinion,
what I'm saying? Like, I
on somebody, you
don't
have to judge them. You
No.
have to judge whether
No,
it's
you
a
don't.
good or bad
if
judgment.
If you're asking me to what I think of him, I'll have to put myself in that person's shoes and say, what do I what would I think of myself if I did that? If I was Elon Musk and I was a fucking billionaire and I sent somebody a penny, in order for me to do that, I would have given them enough energy to think about how much you need some shit, and then I would have to look at what I have and realize you ain't worth me giving you a fucking thing.
That's still
So-
judgment. That's self-judgment.
No,
That's just self-judgment.
No, then that's
And then
allowable.
you're translating
You have to.
self-judgment onto somebody else. Therefore, you are judging themselves. You're judging them based on
You're
yourself.
judging on your own
Yeah,
standards.
you're judging them based on
I'm not
yourself.
judging that person at all because I didn't want to judge him. I'm asking you, if you ask me what I think of someone's actions, then I'm going to give you my opinion, and it has no judgment on that opinion. There's no judgment. Like when you're talking about judgment, you're sitting there, you're up here looking down on this person, telling them what they should or shouldn't do versus giving an opinion on it. There's a difference between giving an opinion and judging. There's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, I don't
Wait,
see
so
a
you're
difference at
saying-
all.
so you're saying
Because
they
when
say
you give
don't
your
judge at all.
opinion, you're basically saying what you think they should do.
Yeah.
You can't tell someone to do unless you like own them or whatever.
so if you-
but you can give your opinion, which will ultimately be your
That's
judgment
yeah,
on
when
what
you
you
break it
think
down-
they should do.
If you ask me, yo, Aunt, what you think I should do with such and such and such and such,
Right.
and I give you my opinion, and you like, nah, that's bullshit. I ain't doing that. And I'm like, I mean, I can understand why you would think that. I'm not judging. I'm saying, all right, I see your side, and that's cool too. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
But that's cool.
I don't
That's
look
not
at
judgment.
judgment as a negative thing.
Yeah, it's
you
not
do to
always
somebody.
negative.
Judgment is just what people do.
Yeah.
Well, judgment is not like you have to be on a high horse. Judgment is just a part of his thought process.
Yeah, literally.
As far as that
Literally.
definition is concerned, that's what they're talking about. That judgment. They're not talking about waging an opinion. Like they're
It
talking
says do
about.
not judge.
That's
I
it.
understand that, but that's
That's
the biblical definition of judging. That's what I'm speaking on. So when I'm looking at that list of
Yeah,
morals,
now we getting into Hebrew.
Yeah, now,
and
now
biblical.
you get into the,
Like I really feel like
but
it's
listen, but
subjective
here
to
it says-
what you think
but
the
here
word
it says
means.
do not
100%.
judge. That
A lot
means
of the shit
don't
is
judge at all.
subjective. But when it comes down to it, if you ask the person who made that list, that's where most of that shit comes from. Like you can listen to the list.
Yeah, that's subjective. Like you just made that up on your own. You
no,
don't know that.
no. You can listen to that list. I do know that. You can listen to. You can
You
listen
know
to
the
that,
person who made
But
this
isn't
and,
list.
and
perception
run down the
reality,
fucking 10 Commandments and
You
all
know
every
who
single
made
one of
this
those
list.
virtues. If every one of those virtues are in the 10 Commandments.
We're getting religious.
I'm just saying.
Who wrote the 10 Commandments?
I know the fourth one.
Who
Who
wrote them?
wrote the 10 Commandments?
Who wrote them?
Yes.
God. You're asking me a question. I'm giving you the answer.
God wrote the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
Why?
Why you find that so laughable? Because you think it's ludicrous.
He said,
What?
You think it's ludicrous.
He don't believe in God. I understand what he's saying. What I'm saying is, you ask a question. It's,
No, I'm
that's
saying,
like
how do
asking
you
me. That's
know
like asking.
God wrote
That's like
this?
asking. Was Charlie
do you
Charlie
know?
Brown
Okay,
fucking
but
bald?
listen-
Like Charlie Brown was bald. Just because
But then-
he's a fictional character in
and
your
then-
book, don't mean
No,
that
he's on a
this
piece of- he's on a
acceptable.
image.
What
He's
color
an
is Santa
actual
Claus's
image.
beard?
Listen,
What
listen,
color
the
is Santa
difference is
Claus's
that
beard?
his
Yo,
image.
Santa Claus. Who the fuck is Santa? He
That's
don't
an
fucking
image.
exist.
Hey,
No, his beard
these
is
are
white.
words.
Hey,
If
wait,
you
you're
agree that
comparing
there is a
images
Santa
to
Claus,
words.
right? If you agree that there is a Santa Claus, then you agree that. If you agree that there's the 10 Commandments, which you can't prove, then you agree that where they came from is where the fuck they came from. That's my point.
Yeah, you have your
Morals are
personal
based on-
view
No,
about
No,
it.
that means-
that's fact. That's
All right,
if you
then that means more
fact.
if we're agreeing,
All right, let me
Clearly
back
not
up.
a
Let me
fact.
back up. Let me back
It's
up.
not a fact at all.
Let me back up. This started because you said
What?
that list was basically like some Old Testament or God
100%. Like
doctrine.
wait, so does that mean
You're
morals
saying
are
that's
based on
ludicrous
beliefs?
because you have
I
no
mean,
evidence
beliefs-
that
He
you
has
that
zero
morals are
evidence at
based
all.
off
It's
of
all his
beliefs.
personal.
Does
He's
that
a
mean-
very.
100%.
Wait, real
what's
quick.
that word?
Wait.
He's a very.
Hold up.
He's convicted. I don't know. He has a lot of passion behind what he's
Wait.
saying, but it still does
No,
not make it a fact.
no, but hear me
There's
out,
no
hear me out.
passion behind
Hear my
what I'm
question.
There was a
saying.
lot of passion, and
hear
it's
my
still
question
not a
real
fact.
quick.
Yeah, all right, so you're being a troll, right? If
No, I'm
all
so serious.
give me,
That's
so
not
give
a
me the,
fact.
so give me the, so give me
Wait.
the
That's not
opportunity
a
to listen.
fact.
Wait.
So give me the opportunity without talking over me.
God wrote that is not
Exactly.
a fact.
Wait.
So give me the opportunity without
Wait.
talking, right?
Wait.
Go ahead.
All right. So where's the 10 Commandments come from?
I don't know.
All right, but do they exist?
I don't know.
Okay, that's my point.
I don't know.
So you're asking somebody who, if you understand the 10 Commandments, or if you
I don't understand
the
that
concept-
you know.
No, it
Well,
doesn't.
no,
I understand knowing,
Or you
right?
think you know.
What I'm saying is,
I think you think you know,
Let
but
me-
I don't know that you know.
Let me
let-
finish my point.
Go
real
ahead,
quick,
go ahead. Finish your
right?
point.
Now, if you're asking me a question, right? You're saying, well, where did the 10 Commandments come from?
Right.
Right? And I say, this is where they came from. Right?
That's where you
You're
think they
asking,
came
no,
from.
No, that's not where I think they came from.
You know that's where they came
no,
from.
I
are
think-
you going to fucking listen, dude,
I
or are you
think-
just
I'm
going to talk
listening.
over me? No, you're being facetious. And if
I'm
you're
listening.
asking me the question because you actually want the answer, I'll give it to you,
I
right?
think-
But
I
if you
heard the
just
I
want to
think
be a
this
clown
boils
about
down
this shit,
to
I'll let it go.
I'm so serious.
Right, so that's what
You
I'm saying.
think
Hold on,
you
let me-
know. You
no,
don't actually know.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I
All right,
don't.
just
I
let him
don't
finish his
actually.
thought. Just let him finish his thought. Just let him finish his
I'll
thought.
let him finish.
Because are you
Listen,
talking to yourself?
listen,
or
I have a
talking to
serious
me?
question. No, I'm talking to them. I'm
Listen,
talking to them.
relax. Nobody's talking over here.
No one else can talk.
That's what I'm saying. No,
No, I was
so-
talking to him. I just told him to let you finish your thought.
He wasn't talking.
I 100% want
You
to
stop
hear
what
what
you
he
were
has to
saying.
say.
I do want to
You
hear.
stopped what you were saying because you said, "Are you going to let me talk?"
This is a side argument. Let it go.
All right.
Listen. So this is what I'm saying, right? So if you're asking me about something, like I said,
Right.
you're asking me about, all right, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a fictional character. It is what it is. Yada yada. If you're asking me what color was his beard,
Right.
this is the color of his beard. His beard was white. Period.
Right.
Right. So regardless of whether you believe Santa Claus exists or don't, that's what it is. That's the agreed, this is where it came from. So you cannot believe in the 10 Commandments. You can believe in the 10 Commandments. But if you're asking me where they came from, the existence of the 10 Commandments, where they came from was God. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you that you should believe it or this is fact or that's fact or whatever. If we're agreeing that the 10 Commandments existed, then we are agreeing that this is where they came from, period. So when you ask me that question, that's the answer to the question. That's all I'm saying. Nobody's
Yeah,
going no deep.
What I'm
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
is that we don't agree on that. You're saying if we agree, but we don't agree.
No. You asked me a question.
I asked you what you think, and you're
just wanna
telling me
ask
what
a
you
question.
know. You don't know. You think.
I don't know what. That's where
you don't know that's where it came from.
Can I ask my
That's
question
like
real
saying
quick?
I don't know that Santa Claus
I just
beard
wanna
is
ask my
white.
question.
No, it's not.
I just wanna ask my
That
question.
analogy doesn't add up at all. What?
But listen,
Far
does
as
that
far- all right,
so
far-
so wait. So
Go
does
ahead.
this mean that morals, the idea of morals, are based off of beliefs?
100%.
That means the
100%. If you run the shit down as far
it's
as
based off
history
of
is
beliefs
concerned,
because you don't believe God exists. He believes God exists.
No.
He
We
believes-
passed that already.
Yeah,
We
that's
passed-
neither
we
here
passed
nor
that.
there.
No, it's not about personal beliefs. It's about society's beliefs.
100%.
So here's the thing.
Whole
For
society doesn't agree with
the
him.
thing about the Ten Commandments, since we got over there, Ten Commandments.
Society doesn't agree with who?
Ten Commandments.
What are you talking about?
No.
Society exactly agrees with me.
Technically,
that's
the court of
insane.
law
The
does.
fuck is you
That's
talking
insane
about?
to think that society agrees
The court
with
of law.
everything.
The court of law came
kinda
from
does.
the fucking Ten Commandments.
Kinda,
It's
you gotta
biblical.
raise your
What are
right
you
hand to
talking
the
about?
Bible.
Everyone doesn't agree with that.
Doesn't matter.
That's what
Society
you
agrees
think.
with it. That's the
No,
laws
they
that you
don't.
the laws that you have to abide by or choose not to
Are based
abide
off of the
by
Bible.
are
They're
based
kinda-
off of that.
They're based off of the Bible.
Everyone
are you
in
talking
society
about?
doesn't agree with that.
No, they don't agree.
I'm
with
talking
it,
about the
but
laws.
That's what I
that is
said.
what it is.
But the
No.
laws that you abide by, or do or don't abide by, you're supposed to abide by, are based off of the Bible. That's
Yes.
what he's saying, and that's
Yes,
correct.
Thank you.
Okay, it could be based off of the Bible. Okay.
That's based
Okay.
off that you made.
Did God write the Bible?
The laws that society abides by came from, and that's what I'm saying as far as that list of morals is concerned.
Okay, I understand what he's saying.
That's where it came from.
It came from God.
all I'm saying. It came from the Bible. It came from the Ten Commandments.
Okay, first you
that's
said it
what
came
I'm
from
saying.
God.
No, you asked me where the Ten Commandments came from. I never said that
I
list
never
came
asked
from
you
God.
about the Bible.
That's you asked me where
I
the
said
fucking
you
Ten
don't
Commandments.
know where that
This
list
will
came
get
from.
rewound, and
I
you'll
said
sound
you
crazy.
don't know where that list came from. That's what I said.
I said I know where that list came from. I
No,
said
you don't.
Yes, I
there
do.
are 18 morals.
And you
Go
said the
for it.
list came from
there-
the
no, there are
commandments,
18
and then you said
all
the
right, all right,
commandments
all right,
came
let
from
me run
God.
off the-
But at what point did I say that
Honestly,
that list came from
so
God?
that means the idea.
Exactly.
Of
said the
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
commandments came from
At what
You
list
said
you
the
said?
commandments came from
You
God.
said that list came from God. You said that. Those were your words.
I said that list came from God.
No, you said that. I said that list
All right,
came
No, I
from
said
God.
the
let me say
Your
commandments.
this.
words.
No.
Commandments.
Let me get to this. Here's the
Go ahead.
thing.
This is hilarious.
It was a list of morals.
Yeah.
And the
Right.
list of morals is based on society. He was asking, where did this list come from? And you're basically
Correct.
saying that the list is based off of the Ten Commandments.
Correct.
And then you
Exactly.
said,
Ten
where did
Commandments came
well,
from
who,
God. That's why I
who
said the
made Ten
commandments.
Commandments?
You
And you
said
said
God.
came from God. But
Right.
That's what
the
I'm
Ten
questioning.
Commandments exist is just like the list of morals. Like
Right.
we don't know where they came from.
And but what
Technically.
you said?
That's all I
Listen,
said.
I'm past that point, right?
It is
because
it's
we
just a-
already
Morals came
agreed
from
that list came from
collect-
society.
Yeah, a collective of people.
We already agreed
That's
on
where
that.
morals
So
come from.
for to go into arguing
That
about
list
all
came
this
from
other shit is just
society?
a collective of people.
a collective of people who agreed
you may
on
not
this is what
agree
it
on
is.
it.
You
No,
don't
no,
have to
a
agree with it.
collective of people.
You may
Wait,
not
what?
agree on it, but a group of people
Right.
decided that it was right.
Right.
Okay, so
A
what?
group of people.
A group of people is not society.
That's literally what a
exactly
society
it
is. That's literally.
So
A
we are
society is
society.
literally-
No.
The four people right here are society.
We could be a
Society-
We are
society.
a group of people. We are not society.
Check
No,
this
no,
out.
no.
Check this
Society
out.
I don't
is
think-
a
Check
group
this
of
out.
people.
We are
Check this
part
out.
of society.
Check
but
this
we
out.
are not society.
Attire is black, but black ain't attire.
No. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go back.
Attire is black, but black ain't attire. Yeah, one thing can be something else, and the other thing don't necessarily.
No.
have to be
Here's the
that.
thing. Here's
or
the
it doesn't
thing.
all. It's not
A
all
group of
encompassing.
people
No,
is not
Society is a
is
group of
literally
people.
a group of people.
Society is a group of
listen
people,
to
but
this.
a
Hold
group
on.
of people is not society.
Correct.
A group of people makes
So you
up
told me society
Listen.
made it, but
No,
then you said a group of people made
makes
it. They're
up a
not the
society.
same thing.
I'm gonna try to smooth this out.
society.
I'm
Smooth it
trying
out.
to
You're
smooth this out a little bit.
I'm not arguing with
Now
you. You don't make no
the
sense.
size
You
of
make no sense.
I make perfect sense.
the
make no
size of society.
It's relative.
Exactly. It's all relative to what you're talking
If
about.
we were the only
because
four
we
people
can be
on
a
Earth-
secret society.
We can be a society.
Exactly. We
But
can be
what
a,
society are
And
we
within-
saying is the one who made that list?
The
A group of
majority
people. It's just a group of people. That could be anybody.
Listen.
There
the
could be 4
majority-
guys. There could be
all right, all right.
18
All
guys.
right.
There could be 100 guys. That could be the United States. That could be Israel.
Gotcha.
What fucking group of people wrote the list?
The majority
You
of-
said society.
the
No,
majority of
this is what
people-
y'all said. Y'all said society wrote the list.
Yeah.
And then
I
I said, well, who the hell is society? And y'all said it's a group of people.
I think
And
I think
said,
actually-
who's
actually what we
what
said
group of
was-
people?
what I think is
Actually,
You
what we
didn't
said
say
was,
you didn't say who was
Yo,
society.
Actually, I said a
listen.
group of people. I
But
said a
I think
group of
I think
people.
who made the list is irrelevant.
list.
Right.
Who follows the list is more relevant.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm saying
Who
society.
buys who buys into it?
It's the same
Yeah.
thing as I'm
Right.
saying.
A group of-
That's
a group
the
of
relevant.
people made it
who
and
made
society
it is
decided to follow
irrelevant
it.
because we already abide by it.
well, what I'm saying
Do
is, what I'm
All right,
saying
now
is, what I'm saying to
Like,
what,
why
right?
do people
That's
say
and that's
we
what I was
abide
going to
by
say.
it?
So what he was getting ready to
Who
say, what
abides
he's
by
the
it?
question he just asked is what I was getting ready to say. You can buy into it because it works for you. Because if you look at the way that things, as far as this society is concerned, is clearly skewed towards a different demographic than we're represented by, right?
Okay.
With that being said, they buy into it,
Who's they?
but they don't necessarily
Who's
abide
that?
by it.
You gotta let me know who's they.
Caucasian Americans.
Okay.
Right? So they buy into it, but they don't necessarily abide by it. And that's okay on a certain level. We could talk about getting pulled over and all of this other shit where we get levied with heavier punishments and all kinds of shit. And sometimes they skirt punishment. It is what it is, right?
Okay.
So buying into it isn't necessarily abiding by it. That's what I'm saying. So when you it's two different things when you look at that shit.
I got you.
Don't make sense?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, I was just asking. That's it.
Then that's what that means. Like, basically, all right, what I'm saying is a group of people decided, right, that this is what was right. And majority of society, I'm talking about world, the whole world, the majority of the world said, yeah, I agree with that.
No.
Where
are we getting this information
from? They bought into it.
We can't do the
Where
world.
are we getting this information
Because
from?
I think every society has different lists
Yeah,
of
way
morals.
different.
I'm
But
talking about in general. Like,
You can't general-
with certain things.
Where's the general
with
information coming
certain
from?
things. I'm talking about with certain things. We can all agree
It's your
that
opinion.
slavery
Like,
is
you
wrong.
keep like throwing your opinions out there like they're actual facts. They're not.
I mean,
Well,
but the
by
majority of
definition-
people in the world,
By
you can't-
definition, right? Like it is what it is. But when it comes down to it, if you can agree that this society exists, right, which it does, right, because we live in it, and there's certain laws that set up that abide by it. And if you look at that list of morals, they're clearly apparent in laws, right?
Okay.
Religion. Doesn't matter which one, right? Multiple religions, especially monotheism. Whether you're
Okay.
what's it called?
all monotheistic
Jewish,
religions.
right? So especially in those, right?
Okay.
If you're part of a society that buys into that, right? Or if you live in that society and you live by these rules, you take advantage of the rules that are there, you stay away from the rules that aren't there, then it is what it is. Obviously, there are going to be people who don't, which is why criminal law exists, right? Because we have to have a punishment that's adequate to go with that law if you break it, right? Whether you get away with it or not is something completely different. Whether you buy into it, like whatever like that, you can be an individual. You can be a part of a smaller society, a secret society, whatever like that. And if you can skirt those things, you can skirt those things and you can live perfectly fine. But really when it comes down to it, you come into this society and you get booked by the society. You like I said, risk versus reward. You knew what you were doing. You understood what the risks were, and you took them. And now you have to pay for that. If you do, if you don't, then great, you cool, right? But if you have to pay for that, that's what it is. There's no, there shouldn't be a debate. There shouldn't be a debate about that because I think that that's apparent. Any logical person would look at that and be like, okay, I understand that. That makes perfect sense. Like it's not a question of whether that's right or wrong. Nobody's saying that this list of morals is right or wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, when we first started talking about this shit, completely different concepts, whether it's just or unjust. That's law, right? Right or wrong. That's moral, right?
Yeah.
Good or bad. That's moral, but that doesn't necessarily be right or wrong because sometimes you can do something good for yourself and somebody else, it'll be bad for them because you're doing something against that person.
Yeah.
Let's take the example that you gave on a previous podcast where you went and got your shit. You went and got your fucking car, right? You was right by law. You was right by yourself. I had to get my shit. That other person sitting there looking at that situation, you was dead fucking wrong, right? So it's all subjective, but really when it comes down to it, what really matters is how society views things, and that's what it is. That's the only thing that I'm looking at. The rest of the shit is all arguing semantics.
That's where I was at. That's why I said majority rules. I think this is where it spiraled out of control. I said
Right.
majority rules.
Yeah.
And then he repeated the same thing I said with a
What's
question
that?
mark.
Majority rules.
Yeah. And then we went into morals. That's all. I mean,
That's tribal. That's just life in general. That's the thing. That's the way things work. If you look at fucking what was the show called that used to come on when they be on a fucking island and Survivor.
Yeah. Never seen the episode. I just know what you're talking about.
But you know exactly what it is. It's like, really, when it came down to it, it's like, we don't like that motherfucker. Let's plot to get him off. So we'll create these societal rules amongst ourselves, and we'll do whatever we got to do to get by, right? But we getting him the fuck out of there for whatever reason.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's what it is. Majority rules. We don't like you, so you fucked. Majority rules. That's tribal. That's the way that... That's the way that shit goes.
No, because he said a whole lot of words, but I still don't understand the connection between all of those words and what we originally were talking about.
When we talk about
morals?
He's just saying basically what.
No. Listen, even before all of that, I already knew where this was going because you don't buy into societal morality. Like you. I
don't know what societal morality is.
Honestly,
no one ever explained it.
Look. Technically, morals. This is really nothing.
Right.
Like it really.
No one ever explained what society morality is. At all.
What society believes you should do.
Y'all show me that
it's
list.
What society believes you should do.
I told you not
Y'all
even.
show me a
I told you.
list
I know.
of
I
shit.
told y'all even go to the list because then we're going to attach everything we saying to a list.
No, but
exactly.
what
Like what the fuck is this list? And y'all just studied.
Y'all
went hard on that list.
No, I didn't go hard on no list.
Well, he went hard on that list. And
I didn't even want to.
I didn't go hard on nothing.
That list became. No, he went hard on that list, and that list became the topic of
why do you think I went hard on that list?
I was
reading it.
I was answering questions that you was throwing out there. Nobody went hard on the list. You start asking questions, and when somebody start giving you answers, you want to ask deeper questions.
No, I asked the same question over and over because that didn't answer the question.
All right,
you didn't ask separate questions.
Let's take a break for
I asked questions because my original question never got answered.
Let's take a break for 5 minutes.
Hold on. Before we take a break, what was your original question?
What
is morals?
Right.
Yeah, like what are morals?
And then
you said I'm gonna look it up.
No. You said you want a list of what morals are. You want the definition of morals.
Is it a list? I said whatever you can find. What are morals?
Right. So we gave you what you asked for, which is it a list, right?
That's not. How is that a list of morals?
But it's a list of morals. You literally asked for a list of morals, and we
did give you what
you
you wanted.
That's it. That's what I'm trying to understand.
How is that a list of morals?
We provided what they said are
morals.
morals.
Who the fuck is that?
And
that's the point. Like, who the fuck is that?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying when I asked you. When I said I think I understand the question that you're asking. The question that you're asking is, what the fuck do morals make a difference?
We're back in the same position. That's not what I'm saying.
I don't think. I think the question was rhetorical.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was ever to be answered.
Got you. Is that true?
If I'm wrong.
No one ever.
It wasn't rhetorical.
He really wanted to answer.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I think you were refusing to accept.
No, there's nothing to accept. That's not evidence.
Listen,
that is not
evidence.
You're
refusing to accept our evidence.
No,
y'all show me some shit that y'all got off the internet with some stupid shit on there talking about.
I don't think it has anything to do with him agreeing with it or accepting it. I think. Really, when it comes down to it, by our conversation,
he's saying, "Nah, that's not good enough."
No. What I'm saying is, by the conversation that we had before, when you was talking about, like, no, I can really kill this motherfucker and get away with it, and nothing will happen to me.
That was him.
So when you look at that,
that's my personal view.
No, exactly. So when you look at that line of thinking, what are morals really? Becomes.
Do I think that's immoral or not? It never was in question.
No. That's my thing. So anything that I give you as far as morals are concerned, you're not going to agree with because
you think that thought process is immoral, and you think that I think it is moral.
No, because morals don't exist.
I never said they don't exist.
I'm just saying morals are literally.
How do morals
your
not
individual
exist?
line.
My thought process are not moral.
Individual line.
No, it makes perfect sense, but that's
because
neither here
my
nor
thought
there.
process is not moral. Morals don't exist.
Not more about mine. It's like what somebody else's line of morals are don't fucking matter to you. That's what I'm saying.
He has a great point.
Literally, morals are.
You can have
your individual line. That's literally what it is. No, you choose to accept it or not.
You can have your own morals.
You can have your own morals,
and society can have the norm of morals at the same time. So your morals could be.
So that list is literally society's morals.
Correct. I don't know what that.
In general,
I don't know what that list reflects.
That list.
I told y'all not even look that shit up.
If you would have just said that, it'd have been fine. But he's fighting for this list. It's ridiculous.
I'm not on the list.
This is why I said don't bring it up.
Nobody's fighting for a list. Like I said, I don't judge people.
Society wrote the shit, and that's what the
Correct.
fuck it is.
Correct. I did say that.
You're holding a stance for that list
I'm
as
not
if it's
holding
fucking
a stance
important.
for it.
It's not.
I'm not holding a stance for it to be important or not.
It means nothing. That's what I'm saying.
that's
You're
what
not saying it means nothing, and it really does.
Because it doesn't mean
So
nothing to
do
me.
you disagree with me?
Because
saying,
it doesn't mean nothing to
Yeah,
me.
to you.
That's okay.
I thought we was taking a break.
Right.
It's to you.
No, I said we ain't
It's-
taking no break. Fuck that.
That's my whole point. It doesn't mean nothing to you.
Wait, so are you saying that
No.
you disagree?
You're telling me it doesn't mean anything to me.
No, you just said it.
No,
No, what I'm
I
saying
didn't say
is-
that. I said
Well,
it does
what were you
mean something to
saying?
me.
No, okay,
and all
it
that
does mean
all that
something to
does to
you.
me is tell me that you ain't listened to a fucking thing I said.
No,
so
I
don't
just
point me
misheard
talking.
you
Nah,
that
we
one
good.
time.
You're
give
not
up.
listening.
I misheard you
up.
one
We're
time.
good.
I give up.
We're now tuned into the legendary Tuna Fishy Crackers podcast, and now we will be taking a break.
Nah, it's just funny because like just because I misheard you one time, I wasn't listening to anything. All these thought processes don't make sense.
No, listen.
They literally don't make sense.
When I'm talking,
the things you're saying don't make sense.
exactly. When I'm talking and then you're literally talking over me, means
I do it
by
all the time.
definition you're not listening.
I'm hearing half of it and I'm listening to the
So you're
other
not
half of
listening.
it when I stop
So-
talking.
Right, that's my point.
So I'm half listening. When I stop talking, I'll listen again.
Right, like I said, you're not listening. So
I'm
that's
not
what saying.
completely listening.
You're not listening.
All right, we taking a break. I'm still recording.
Like, once you stop.
Cause y'all niggas ain't stop. Y'all niggas ain't stop.
I thought we was done.
Headphones
Hey,
off.
just take your head, just turn
No,
pause
this
it,
is
pause
my
it,
point.
pause
When
it.
people
Just
not,
pause it,
are
just pause
not
it, just
making
pause it.
sense,
To
it's
you.
hard for
Just
me
pause
to
it.
continue on listening because they're going to run on a long line.